One last play, and Berry might make it a memorable one, although he was shut down. Oh, Soligo, talking about right spot, right time. And the siren sounds on another Adelaide Crows win. 5th for the year, a 51-point margin as it stands. Still one last shot at goal coming up from Jake Soligo. One of the youngsters that they have faith in going forward, a 19-year-old originally from Dramana in Victoria. Pops it through to finish off a pretty satisfying day for the Adelaide Crows. 57 points.
It's hard to know with the Lions which part of the field is more impressive. Is it their forward 50 or the way they've intercepted the ball across half-back, Adams and company? Is it their ball use, how slick it's been? Their midfield's been beaten to clearance, but they've smashed them everywhere else.
Stand and applaud. The Lions have put on a Saturday night show to behold. And the fans have loved every second of it.
Cottrell right on the final siren to add the exclamation mark to a big win for Carlton. The Blues beat West Coast for the first time in 8 years, and then two key pillars kicked 10 goals between them as Carlton win by 63.
Sure. Hoskin Elliott on the cusp. Quite close enough. Don't think Adams is any better chance from there. Well, he might think he is. No. Tried to invent a target. Siren about to sound around the MCG. They had to work for it, but the Pies had the weapons. And again, they kick over 100 points, and they're back in the 8 tonight. And the hopes are high again for the Collingwood Army.
Back towards Stringer. Been a great performance by the Bombers, though. 8 wins in a row now against North Melbourne for the Bombers, and they can finish this season strong. Free kick on the siren.
There's one on it. Thanks, you. That's it, Chloe. Let's have a shot, mate. So, thanks, Callum. Shove out. Good protect there, guys.
Sucking in the deep ones, or is he having a laugh?
Just hand the ball over, I think, Dwayne.
There's no one on the goal line. They have to get back here in a hurry. Goes with a torp. He's got a bit on that. Biggest score of the year for Essendon.
Over the ground, their leg speed.
Yeah, and
he's one of those.
They put the players in the right position to be able to use their assets as well, and Clark's a good example of that.
The Dockers dominate. Another challenger discarded. And suddenly they're 12 and 4 and hunting a top 2 spot.
Siren sounds. He's been like Geelong's Ringo Starr. He's never been the number 1 or even the number 2 guy, Mitch Duncan, but just keeps reliably banging away in the background. More important than you think. And here he is. Maybe with a little help from his friends to finish it off with a goal. Can't. Off hands, way behind. But a standing ovation.
The finishing touches on a beautiful body of work from the Gold Coast Suns. They have been superb. And yet another clear sign that the Suns are building something of genuine substance.
Very good afternoon, and this is the future right here. I mean, the West Coast are going to go through a reset of sorts, and players like Winder are going to judge how long that reset takes.
For his 3rd of the afternoon, Isaiah Winder, only player for both teams eligible for an AB Rising Star nomination this afternoon, and he drives it home. Nice finish. But it was the first half demolition that set it up, and it's 1 from 1 for new Giants coach Mark McVeigh.
The 14.5, 15 stone of Jack Ziebell charging harder at it, and McDonald thought, no, I need to save my body here, and he slid the park by. But without Ziebell charging at that, McDonald picks that up and they clear.
David Giniaki for his second after the siren. Squeezes it home. Some late joy for the Kangaroos, but a dominant performance by the Hawks. They get over the top of the Kangaroos by 46 points.
Tries to come back, gets a little late bow, helped over the line. 11 goals and change.
Another big statement tonight from the Melbourne Footy Club. There's the siren. 67-point demolition tonight for the D's. They've won their first 5. And they look to be.
They've lost their last 14 games in a row. Lee Adams at the helm for the first time in a week. Well, they've changed coaches. North Melbourne did it the hard way, but they did it. Ollie Wines again to Finlayson. Have they got one last in them? Seconds tick down, off hands, Travis Boak, Butters, both there. An 84-point demolition job on Essendon by the Power.
Got really good athleticism. And Curvis to Baker. But it's going to be a huge win here. The Tigers have won by 109 points over the West Coast Eagles on their home track here. That in 15 years they hadn't seen anything quite like that. Might have been a bit over the top. Not sure who was doing. There's the siren. Luke Bruce can have a shot after the game, but it's all about St Kilda. He slots it home, Bruce. St Kilda Footy Club, a statement afternoon at the MCG. 30.
Passes Anthony Stevens to be outright 7th on the North Games list. Joins Keith Bragg, equals 6th next week. Misses. So 5 wins in a row now for the top 4 Swans. And they're hunting another flag.
Might be denied by the clock. It surged too little, too late. They'll be celebrating in the West. The streak is dead. The worst run in the Eagles' history has come to an end. We'll take it. And the run and a bounce as the seconds tick down. It's another dismal night for the home team. Beaten by 100 points again in 2022 at home. But for the Western Bulldogs, a record-equalling night, a record-breaking night with their biggest win over West Coast in their history.